games, I win it all. I wanna win all
Hey guys, welcome to
day.
Couch TV. We're here with having a special edition from the Gameplay Festival with the cast and crew behind the scenes of online fighting. Let's start with our creator.
Hello, I'm Harrison. I'm the writer and director.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm costumes and set.
I'm Ariana, and I played the mother / Sheila, same person, with both names.
And I'm Julio, and I got the honor of playing Josh Harmony.
Okay, so let's start with the crew here. Now, Harrison, how'd you come up with the concept for online fighting?
A long time of playing video games growing up. I don't know, I played video games all my life, and then in 2008 I was going to school at the University of Tennessee, and we took a playwriting workshop there, and I went with the rule of write about what you know, and I knew video games, and I was starting to learn something about stage combat at the time, so I decided, let's combine them somehow. Let's just write something and see what comes of it, and I got lucky enough to come up with a little scene, and then 2 years later it became a 2-act, and it just kind of kept growing since then, so it's been fortunate.
Okay, so what made you decide to do the choreography instead of making it, just linear, making it kind of like boring? You sort of found a way to involve the audience by having it come at them.
I'd seen some stage combat scenes in the class. I was taking this stage movement class at the time, right? And we were doing these little contained scenes. It was like, okay, you guys have like 2 minutes, get like 2 slaps and a kick in or something like that, and we get to do whatever. And that's great, but that's also not something that really covers like an hour and a half necessarily, and it's fine for what it is, but I thought, video gamers are really the people making the connections. The video game's just programmed, and so why not have both? We'll have the people playing the game and with whatever conflict they have, and then we'll have the goofy video gamers and or video game characters, and they'll do their thing too, and just see how they get to work together by the end of it, the madness.
I did like the video game character, especially the one with the baby.
Alabama Sam, yes!
For the costume designer, what I want to know is how did you sit down to come up with all these extra concepts for these characters that really didn't exist, but to make them more original?
Honestly, it's a lot of collaboration between Harrison and myself. We've worked together on many projects before, and we kind of have a really good rapport. Just researching video games. There's always video games going on around us, and just talking about it and thinking about pop culture and things like that really influences the clothes, as you would see in the show.
Were there any costumes in particular that was your personal favorite?
Honestly, one of my favorite costumes is one that I didn't even come up with by myself. James Swanson, who played one of the fighting game characters, he came up with a really interesting take on Thomas Hoffman.
Yes.
He was Thomas Hoffman, and he decided his lines were, I will rock you. And he thought, why don't we really go really Queen with this? So we talked together, and we thought the Live Aid costume would be pretty great. So it's the simplest costume, but everybody knows who Freddie Mercury is. So it was really fun. I think that's one of my favorite ones, and also of course the Ryu costume was really nice. And that took some time to do, but not that much time, because if you play Street Fighter, you will definitely know who Ryu is, and it's pretty easy to come up with that. It's infinitely cosplayable, so.
Okay, now for Ariana and Julio, what I'd like to know is, what was it like learning the choreography and having to really involve yourselves into this sort of role?
Well, I didn't really have much choreography, but but I mean, the blocking was just fun. Having to be like walking in and out of the rooms and stuff, having the mom kind of idea, but I don't know, not like Julio.
Yeah, I got to have a lot of fun doing the fight choreography with the show, and for me, the entire procedure, just like rehearsal process for it, was like a lot of fun. Even before we stepped into the rehearsal, I just kept on watching kung fu movies, you know, movies like The Raid, anything that had fight choreography in it, I was preparing to, you know, go for it. So then when I actually had the chance to go in and do some of the, you know, these action sequences, well, at first, because of my experience with dance, and that's where my movement base comes from, I had some training with not taekwondo, but kickboxing, and then a little bit of kung fu, but more like introductory stuff.
Okay.
And so by implementing my movement experience with what we were doing, I was just able to really sink my teeth the way I was hoping to in terms of getting in some action. So I found it to be quite liberating, exciting, and just straight up awesome.
Okay, now what was your favorite part about your particular roles? Like with you, Sheila, you were one of my favorite characters because I really got a kick out of you.
Yeah, it was a hot mess. Hot mess of a mom. But I think I had two really favorite parts. One was when I really got to give it to Lucas about growing up. I don't know what kicked in me, but I think it was like my babysitter edge. But every time it was different with Phil, who played Lucas, and there was a really cool energy every time that it didn't matter what way we went, it was always going to be like that real energy. I don't know how to explain it, but it was so cool. And then when I got to just be drunk, you know, you have to be careful with like substance use when you're acting, because you can get really into it to a point where you get lost in your own brain. So every rehearsal, I had to like either be careful of going too far or not going enough. So that's what I was struggling with for a while. And then when it came to just showtime, it was like, okay, just screw it, just go with it, jump in, have fun. And it was like perfect. It just felt so good every time. So those were my two favorite moments, I think.
I would have to say that playing Josh Harmony was very interesting because I was able to just allow myself to be as confident as possible. Josh does not lose. Josh just doesn't lose. So he just, it was really interesting and a lot of fun for me to allow myself to have that type of mindset, mentality, and approach with everything, that, you know, everything is just going to go his way. And if things don't go his way, then he'll make it go his way. And he's just so used to being a winner all the time. Oh, I have a job. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I have the girlfriend. Oh, I have money. Oh, look at my car. Oh, look at my ring. And it just like, I found that to be empowering. And the confidence that goes with that entitled power that I felt Josh would experience was just a lot of fun.
Okay, now, personally, I really did enjoy watching the performance. I really got a kick out of it, especially with like a lot of 80s references from Freddie Mercury to everything. Especially like the spamming, that one player who's always doing the same move. You're like, oh, do something different. Can the viewers look forward to seeing other performances coming from you guys?
Definitely in the future. We're working out details now about getting another run going. The run with the Brick Theater, they were nice enough to give us 3 performances during their Gameplay Festival, and that ended last month in July. And so now, we're lining up talks with some producers and trying to figure out the specifics on what we can do with that now. In the meanwhile, we do have some past productions online, and I'm working on getting this current one online as well. But at this time, we're just trying to get the right producer to set us up for it.
Okay, so for now, just so our viewers can find your information, especially for our actors, where can they find you guys?
On YouTube, my channel is called Next Rung Productions. It would be on that. And you can also just Google online plotting Harrison Young. That's probably going to get you more of the results anyway. And so either way you want to go with that.
And I'm costume designer.
Honestly, I'm not really good with social media, but you could find me on Facebook. If we're friends. Oh. Instagram, yes, okay. Catherine with a Y _ Peacock. Catherine Peacock. And you can follow me on Instagram. I promise I'll be much better about posting cool pictures.
You can find me on Facebook. I have a professional page and my personal, if you want. But I have that. I also have my own website. It's arianataxman.com, which is really cool. I'm excited about it. And then I have my Instagram, which is complicated. It's Bubble's Blurbs. I'm not going to spell it. So, best of luck. I think that's about it.
Well, I, too, have a Facebook page. It's personal about it. I like to be positive, motivational, and from time to time, happy-go-lucky. So that you could find me, Julio C. Toledo, Facebook. And I also have my own professional website, I suppose. I have my website. Check it out. It has a talent vault full of, references and things that I would love to do, voiceover work, whatever. JuliocToledo.com. So that's JULIO, the letter C, then Toledo, TOLEDO.com. JuliocToledo.com.
I would like to use the word talent vault more often in my life.
That's
great.
Yeah.
I guess Facebook pages reminded me of the professional page. I also have an online fighting Facebook page, so that is probably the best source.
Okay, that would be great
So,
then.
Yeah, definitely follow Online Fighting on the Facebook page.
Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we expect to see you guys there
I'm not
next time.
teaming. You should've learned how to play. Yes, I win it all, so I win it all. I wanna win all day. I'm not teaming, I'm not teaming. You should've seen my last Hunger Games.